Hello, in this video we are going to be talking about a blizzard possible on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then some severe weather in the central United States with possibly a moderate risk. It is going to be mostly warm in the eastern United States. Without further ado, let's get into this forecast. Here is your winter weather update for today. Here is the radar for the, we are mainly focusing on the snowstorm here. As you can see, a low pressure system develops in the Four Corners states, and you can see it's kind of organizing itself, and then there is the bulk of the blizzard. Right there is where all of it is happening. It's going to be in the morning of the 13th primarily. Here is the temperature anomaly, so compared to average, and as you can see, it's kind of cold in the west and warm in the east. And then, as you can see right here, it's a little bit of a cool down, then it warms up again in the east, more of a cool down, and it is going to be generally a flip-flop pattern for quite a while. Here are the temperatures during the blizzard, so generally you can see the cold front in the central United States will be sparking up some of that severe weather I will talk about a little bit later. But we are seeing temperatures all the way down to possibly a few areas of the single digits. And then here is the snowfall. Here is the total snowfall, includes sleet here. And as you can see, 14 inches for the total snowfall, but we could also be seeing in very isolated spots up to 20 inches, mainly in higher elevations. Here are the snow depths. As you know, some of that snow could melt. And as you can see, the snow depth, spotty areas of up to even 20 inches right there. Could be seeing accumulated snowfall of up to 20 inches in a few very located spots. So as you can see, there is the warnings in Idaho, in Montana, in that general area, some winter storm warnings. That is because this is going to be happening pretty soon. So there are some areas of up to 30 knots, which is 34 miles per hour, or even up to 35 knots, which is 40 miles per hour. And you need 36 miles per hour to be considered a blizzard. Now here is the wind gusts, which we have some areas of up to 50 miles per hour. And as you can see from this, we really won't be seeing too much ice. It's mostly just a snowstorm. Ice or sleet, that is. Here is today's severe weather update, as there is some potentially dangerous severe weather to go on in Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. Let's start with today's risk, and there is a slight risk for areas like Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Madison, and Aurora. And there is a marginal risk for Indianapolis, Memphis, Fort Wayne, Grand Rapids, Evansville, etc. And here's the tornado risk. We have a 5% risk for Chicago, St. Louis, Madison, Aurora, Rockford. If these areas that I named are within 20 miles and you can drive to them within 20 minutes, then you should pay close attention to the weather. 15% wind risk in Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Madison, Aurora, etc. So generally, the same areas are getting the same risks throughout today. However, the hail risk is a little bit lower, but it's still affecting generally the same area: Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Louis, etc. And then tomorrow there is a enhanced risk for some areas in Kansas, Oklahoma, and then a slight and marginal risk for Oklahoma, Texas, and some areas more north of that. And there is a 5% tornado risk, so not quite as big as yesterday. However, there could be a moderate risk and could make it so the tornado risk is just as high as yesterday. And then right here in generally the same areas, there's a moderate risk for wind, and then for hail, a more widespread area for Oklahoma City, Wichita, and then we have other areas in Nebraska, Kansas, and other areas in Oklahoma. And then this, of course, just like the other system that moved through Oklahoma yesterday and brought some tornadoes, brings a marginal risk to the Midwest in 3 days. And then right here is a watch with a 40% chance of being issued. I believe they took that one down by now. But it's showing you that there was a potential, and there still is. 70% risk for severe storms today in Chicago. And then we are going to be looking at our future radar on Pivotal Weather. So on Pivotal Weather, we have some lines of storms. Now, this might not look too bad, but this is going to be bringing some heavy winds tomorrow. Here is the instability, and it is showing 2,500 to 3,000 joules per kilogram, which is enough, although not too high, to bring severe storms. And then the wind shear, this is where it starts looking a little bit worse. So 80 to 90 on the surface to 500 millibar knots bulk shear. And then significant tornado parameter, so basically out of 1 to 10 chances for a significant tornado compared to a lot of these events. And as you can see, around the Oklahoma-Texas border, it is very, very high. So there is a potential for some of those spin-up tornadoes to happen. And then the wind gusts will be up to the 50s, more widespread, since this is, although it's high resolution, not high resolution enough to get to the exact mile. So this is basically telling you there could be, in certain storms, up to 80 mile per hour wind gusts, as those aren't very good at estimating due to the low resolution. The temperatures are just right, 60 to 70. And then the dry line, which could be sparking off some severe storms. Bye, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video. Why not throw a comment down below?